I'm gonna be covering my full nutrition plan from the night prior, 12 hours out from my Ironman 70.3 in Haines City. So I'm gonna go over my dinner, what I'm gonna be eating for breakfast, and my nutrition plan for each phase throughout this triathlon. Now, it's good to note, I am a newbie to this sport. I've never swam before, I never biked before until the past 2 or 3 months when I started training for this. So this is brand new to me, but what I've found that helps me throughout my training is figuring out a proper nutrition plan, especially with these long endurance workouts. So, started off tonight, we are 12 hours out. It's always good to fuel up the night before. So we get ourselves a 6-ounce filet mignon, salt, pepper, olive oil. We have Maine lobster raviolis with some salt and pepper. And then I had 2 brioche buns. I've been drinking a gallon of water throughout my training, drinking a gallon of water today. Also had some electrolytes. And now I'm finishing off with some coconut water. So this is gonna be meal number 1. We're literally 12 hours from the start of my race. Next, I'm gonna be going over my breakfast, and then I'll go right into how I plan to fuel at each phase of this triathlon. Alrighty guys, so now that we're headed into the swim, I'm gonna be putting back one of these gel 160s from Martin, however you say it, but it's about 40 grams of sugar and carbs, 160 total calories, that's why it's called 160. And then obviously on my way to the race and prior to the race, I'm gonna be sipping on some more water. So we just have some First Form hydration sticks, just some more sodium, some more electrolytes, just to make sure my body's fueling and replenished. Now you're probably wondering, what is this big thing of water for? This is something that I figured out through training and just talking to people. Since I'm a newbie, and if you're a newbie and you're watching this, you're gonna wanna know this. So when you get out of the water, your feet are gonna be sandy. So I have this big jug of water to wash my feet off. This is gonna be staged at my bike. So I'm gonna wash my feet off, dry my feet, slip my socks on, get on my bike, and head out. And then when I'm on the bike, this is what I'm gonna do right before I take off on the bike. So I got to the bike, washed my feet off, got my shoes on. I'm gonna put back another gel, a gel 100. So this is 100 calories, 25 grams of carbs and sugars. So yeah, we're gonna put this back right as we're getting onto the bike. And as soon as we're going on the bike, this is gonna be my nutrition plan throughout the hopefully 3.5 hour ride. All right, so we just got on the bike and we are riding. So the first hour of the ride, I'm gonna be putting back 34 ounces of water. So throughout my training, I put about 108 total ounces of water through my body on the bike. So I did a full 56 miles before, and I did about 108 ounces, and I felt great going right into a run. So in the first bottle, I have it labeled number 1 too, because I know it's number 1, is 160 drink mix. So this is 160 calories, basically more sugars and carbs. So it's a drink mix. And I also threw in another hydration stick, hydration packet. So electrolytes, sodium, all the good stuff. And the reason I'm doing so much sodium and electrolytes, 1, because you're gonna be sweating a lot, but 2, in the past I've gotten rhabdomyolysis. So if you didn't know, in the past I did the MRF, I got rhabdomyolysis. It was the worst thing ever. And it was because I was dehydrated, and I drank 300 milligram of energy drink right before a workout. It crushed me. Dehydrated, caffeine, perfect storm for rhabdomyolysis, especially in the Florida heat. So we're gonna push our caffeine to later. But on the first hour as well, I'm gonna be eating a protein bar. This is gonna taste amazing. I was doing this throughout my training as well. Just a meal replacement bar, get some protein in, some carbs. So yeah, first hour, we got the drink mix, electrolytes, protein bar, and then I'll be throwing in a gel 100 as well within that first hour. All right, hour 2 into the bike ride, we're on to drink number 2. This is 34 ounces of pure liquid sugar cocaine. So we got, actually, it's like a little pink and purple because there's a scoop of Ultraformance in here, or Intraformance from First Form as well, which is gonna add another 12 grams of carbs. We have a mix of Martin 160, so adding about 39 grams of carbs. And then we're gonna be throwing this gel in there as well, gel 160. So yeah, hour number 2, not as fun as hour number 1 because we had the protein bar. But yeah, let's check out hour number 3. Going into the 3rd hour of the race, we have 24 ounces of pure liquid sugar as well. So 48 ounces total. In the first bottle, we have a scoop of Ultraformance is in here with a scoop of creatine. And in here we have Intraformance with a scoop of Drink 160 mix. And I also added in a Element hydration packet, 1,000 milligrams of sodium. And then towards the end of the bike, when I'm finishing up and I know I'm getting ready to head to transition to the run, we're gonna crush one of these gels, Gel 100. So this is gonna be 100 milligrams of caffeine. And throughout that bike ride, towards the end as well, I'm gonna be eating another protein bar. Now, you're probably wondering, where are you gonna store all this stuff? Because we got some energy chews, we got about 3 gels and all this drinks. So the drinks are gonna be in bottle holders. But on the back of your tri-suit, I didn't realize this, there's a nice little like pocket, 2 pockets. So I'm gonna be throwing the gels back there. I'll put the Gel 160s on the right and the Gel 100s on the left. Protein bars on whatever side I want because I'm gonna be able to figure out which they are, that's fine. But yeah, so that's how we're gonna carry everything. That is how we're gonna finish up on the bike ride. So now let's get into what are we gonna do when it comes to the run. We transition to the final event. We get a half marathon to go at this point, 13.1 miles. We just freaking drank 1,000 Cokes with the amount of sugar that we have. What are we gonna do for the run? All right, now we transitioned into the run. What we're gonna do is, as we bike off, we're gonna put back one of these ketone IQs, 10 grams of ketones. It's great for athletic performance, focus, whatever. I've been incorporating it in my training this past year. Been enjoying it. Doesn't taste the best, but gets the job done. On top of this, we're gonna be crushing a Gel 100 right out the gate. And then as we're running, we're gonna be, the first hour, we're gonna have another Gel 100 with another ketone IQ. So first hour, this is the lineup. Hour number 2, we're going to have a gel or a caffeine mix. So carbs, sugars, caffeine, 100 milligrams. And then about 6 miles in, we're gonna be doing a Element, 1,000 milligrams of sodium, potassium, and magnesium, just to really ramp up our hydration. So I'm gonna find a pit stop, probably go to the bathroom, put this in a water bottle, chug it, get back to running. And then hopefully this gets us a 6.5 hour 70.3 Ironman. But we'll find out. If you guys like this video, please let me know down in the comments what other videos you would like to see. If you would like to see me break down the cost of my gear, all the equipment I bought, because I didn't realize the financial commitment that came along with signing up for a half Ironman or even an Ironman. So if that interests you, let me know in the comments. And then yeah, leave your tips and advice, because I'm not perfect, but this is what has worked for me. But I'm always curious to see what has worked for you all. But if you enjoy this content, make sure to subscribe.